In the town of Bethany, a few days before Passover, Jesus gathered his disciples and friends in the home of Martha, Mary, and Lazarus. The house was filled with people eager to hear his teachings and to share a meal together. As they reclined at the table, Jesus noticed Martha bustling around, busy with preparations, while Mary sat at his feet, listening intently. Martha, feeling overwhelmed, approached Jesus and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her to help me." Jesus looked at Martha with compassion and replied, "Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed, and Mary has chosen the good part, which will not be taken away from her." Martha sat down, her face softening as she listened to Jesus' words. He continued, addressing everyone in the room, "It is important to care for others, but also to understand that each person's happiness and spiritual nourishment are essential. Mary finds joy in listening to my words, and it brings her peace. In the same way, your happiness matters to me as well." Jesus then shared a parable to illustrate his point. There was a shepherd who had 100 sheep. One day he discovered that one sheep was missing. Leaving the 99 in the open field, he went after the lost one until he found it. When he found it, he joyfully put it on his shoulders and went home. Then he called his friends and neighbors together and said, "Rejoice with me, I have found my lost sheep." In the same way, Jesus explained, your happiness and well-being are precious to God. Just as the shepherd rejoices over finding his lost sheep, so does God rejoice over each of you. Your happiness matters to him, and it should matter to us as well. Moved by Jesus' words, the people in the room began to understand the importance of looking out for each other's happiness. Martha, now calmer, joined her sister and listened to Jesus, realizing that taking time for spiritual nourishment was just as important as serving others. From that day on, the disciples and friends of Jesus embraced the lesson that true happiness comes from balancing care for others with attention to their own spiritual and emotional needs. They learned that in the kingdom of God, every person's happiness matters, and in caring for each other, they found their own joy.